Yo. Before we get started, man, it's your PJD. Please, before we get started in this video, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let this video play as long as you can. Really helps me on the algorithm. Hit me in the comments. If you got a channel, I will do the same for you. I will repay the same favor. Whatever you need, just let me know. All right, let's get into it, man. Before I went to bed last night, it was, what's today? June 3rd, I think. It was a Sunday night, man. And it's this guy on Instagram who always has hilarious content, man. I think I first found him when he was like bald and he got his hairline back or something like that. I could be tripping, I don't know, but I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Delay or something like that. But he's always doing these funny videos, most of the time with women, attractive women, and it'll be women doing things that, to get attention on social media. He pretend like he's watching it and this girl is in the background and he's seeing something funny and he was like, Lisa, come look at this. But basically he's a comedian dude, right? And so he had this video up. Basically, I don't know who he was talking to. I gotta go back and watch it again. I'll post it here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop this video. Well, not yet. Let me tell you more about it. Then I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna put it in this video. Make sure I drop the link. And then I wanna talk to y'all about it. So he is basically talking about, man, just thinking about it, it's an emotional video. He's basically talking about how he missed his dad. How his dad wasn't around when he was growing up, and they reconnected, and he's done all these amazing things, and his dad is at the end of his road and preparing to transition, and the feelings he had and emotion. And this wasn't no normal Instagram reel. Like when I tell you the comments and just the emotion and just, if it's anybody who isn't taking care of their kids and they see this video and they still don't try to do better, like, it says a lot, man. I'm gonna post the video right here. Let's watch it and let's talk about it some more, man.
So my question was, why is he never there? So I asked him when I was of age or able to articulate, hey man, why weren't you there? For those of you who don't know, I got an interesting lifestyle that most people don't even know about. Grew up with no mother, no father. My mom was killed when I was 9 months old, was stabbed. My dad was never there, so my grandmother raised me. My grandmother died when I was 12. I was pretty much on my own at that point. So my dad was never there, and I got through life and did all the things and made the accomplishments that I needed to make. I got to a point where he and I could talk. I was 17, and I was able to articulate how I felt and wanted to know. I needed some answers. I needed some answers from him as to why he's absent. His explanation was he was on drugs, he was wild and doing this thing. I get that, cool. But at some point, you have to mature and say, okay, let me be a father to this guy. Because I played sports all my life. I was an outstanding athlete. I played everything. When I was young, it was baseball and it was basketball, and everybody in the city know me. I'm doing my thing in there. So my question was, why is he never there? Why aren't you there? So I asked him when I was of age or able to articulate, hey man, why weren't you there? And he gave me the explanation, and I accepted it. He was on drugs. He was irresponsible. He should have been there after my mom was killed. He was sincere. So we're talking, and I'm like, okay, I get it. So let's try to find a way for us to have a relationship. So it was sketchy. Over the years, throughout the years, I would see him. I wouldn't see him. We would talk via text, or maybe he'd call me. So after a while, I realized this isn't really real, I don't think. Then I came to the conclusion, I said, I don't think I have the type of relationship with him if something happens to him, I would even show any emotion. I probably wouldn't even cry if my dad died. And this morning, my sister told me that, he was planning out his funeral. He was writing out his will and what he wanted to leave us and it hit me. It hit me in that moment. I said, I'm not healed. I'm not done with this. I thought I was in a position where I could move on. He leaves and he's passed on, and I can say, oh, well, I got my sons and now I can teach them the things that my dad should have taught me. But I wasn't closed out yet. And I'm still not closed out. Through all this, I'm realizing regardless of what you think, you feel, when it's parents involved, there's a connection that has to be there. Especially if I can see you. If I see you, I know you're still living. I'm like, even if you're not there, even if it's somebody out there who has a father that's on crack, a mother that's on crack, and you feel disattached from them, there is still a connection. They had you. That never leaves. That connection never leaves. So it hit me, man. It hit me this morning when I replayed my sister saying, oh, he's planning out his funeral. He knows that there is an end point, and the end point is nearing, and he's planning out his future, and everything hit me. And I said, I'm not done. I'm not over this. There's still some shit unanswered. I have become who I am right now and going to elevate to more. You should have been there. I thought I was over it, thinking that, well, we don't have no bond like that, like me and my sons have. So whenever something happens, it's going to be like he a stranger. No, he's not a stranger. He's my dad. But I'm not at peace with where our relationship is because I still feel like he still owes Dee Dee an explanation. Because as an adult, I'm still feeling shit that I thought I was over as a kid. Look what I turned out to be. How could you not want to be a part of that? And the fact that I've become all of this without you. You can't give me the excuse for drugs. You can't give me that. I need to know what would make you want to abandon me. And I realize I'm just not at a point where I'm able to release him and let him go without him clarifying for me. Bruh, do you understand, bruh? Listen to me. I joke about it now, but there's a moment that will never leave me. I remember waiting on my dad to come, and he never showed up, bruh. He never showed up. And I waited on the steps for him to show up, and he never showed up. And I thought I had released that. But to this day, I still wonder. I remember he was supposed to take me to the Battle of the Bands. He was supposed to come and take me and my sister to the Battle of the Bands. It was a high school thing because the high school in the area I went to was a black high school, and they were renowned for their band. And all the different schools, St. Augustine, all the different schools in Louisiana were coming. And I remember, because I lived in the area that was close by the school, so I remember around 5 o'clock, the band is warming up. I can hear them warming up. And I went and sat on the steps. And my grandmother said, he's not coming. I don't know why you keep believing in him. He's not coming. And I said, yeah, he's coming. And he never came. And when I look at my sons, I try to be everything that I wanted him to be. I try to be everything that I wanted him to be to me. And that's why I'm so influential in my sons' lives. That's why we can have conversations about whatever and be open. Because I try to live that life that I wanted him to be to me through them. But I still need clarity. Because I gotta know. Here's the kicker. Let me just run down to you a few things that people don't even know. There were moments in my life that were big to me. Everybody could be there.
I wanted to see his face. And even if he showed up and like he showed up at my graduation and was proud and felt honored that I was walking across the stage, I wanted him to feel that. And I know he didn't even contribute to it. But then there was moments where he didn't show. I went to officer candidate school. I was in the military. I only did it as a challenge. I didn't want to fucking do the military. But I said I'm gonna go ahead and do officers candidate school because they say it's the hardest in the country. Louisiana has the hardest candidates OCS school in the country. And I said, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna excel at it. Went in, excelled at it. I graduated top of my class. And when you graduate, everybody's parents, mostly fathers, will pin you. They'll pin your rank, your second lieutenant brass, your rank on your collar. And I remember saying, he ain't coming. So I gotta back up. Well, you gotta get a... Well, you gotta get a backup for the man that provided life for you. Do you know how that makes you feel? I had to get a guy that was a father figure in my neighborhood to pin me, to pin my rank on me. And the whole time he's pinning me, I'm smiling, but I'm hurting. Because the man that I want to pose, the man that I want to pin me is not there. He's not only not pinning me, but he's not there again. And it just, looking back on it, it's like I've made it to this point and become an amazing man, and you're still not there. And that is what I gotta find peace with through talking to him, because those moments I can't get back. But I gotta know, what is it in you that looks at me and the man I've become? Why don't you want to celebrate that? You don't have a choice. If you provide that life, it's up to you to cater to everything that that kid needs to make sure he becomes better than you. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. You feel like you gotta eat shit? You keep eating it. You gotta keep eating it. Because guess what? Later on, I promise you, they'll be my age and they'll look back. And they won't have this grief and this pain that I'm feeling, because I'm now feeling that I'm still hurting because little Dee is still in me. And it's unanswered questions that nobody could answer but him. And I gotta know what makes a man. And for me, you can't put addiction on it. I was addicted. I was a gambleaholic. I've been gambling since I was 8. I'm a risk taker, that's why I'm here. My family said, you crazy. You dropping out of LSU to do what? Because I'm a gambler. I don't expect nobody to see my vision, man. It's not your sight. But when you look at what I've done and you don't want to be a part of it, or you don't make yourself a part of it, or you don't try to give some kind of justification for why you were absent, I can't live with it, bruh. And I gotta get this closure.